And welcome back to Let's Play East, Book 1 and 2. We're approaching the top of Darm Tower as we've just reached the 19th floor. And I believe it's 25 or 26. Something in that ballpark. So let's just keep at it. We do know something about the foe that we're trying to reach all of a sudden is the mysterious dark fact. And I just realized I already got what was on this floor, and I was leaving. This is why it's always important to take notes on what you were doing before you stop recording. Alright, let's get out of this floor. Ah, yes, I remember. We went this way because this staircase led here, and then there was another staircase that led to another part of the dungeon. But yes, Dark Fact, who has a cloak that is only penetrable to silver equipment, and apparently we're going to need a full set of that if we want to even hurt him, so the silver sword alone isn't going to cut it. But luckily we recollected all that, which is quite fortunate after we had it all stolen. Now we can just continue on our way and head up even further. Fortunately, once we do defeat Dark Fact, we will actually be able to move on and get new songs. Not that I don't mind this one, it's just, you know, hearing the same thing over and over again for... How long have we been in here? About 40 minutes or so? Maybe more like 50. But yeah, hearing this for too long, it can get a little old. But there are worse songs in the game to be hearing for hours and hours on end. Oh geez. And yeah, that was the equivalent of a jump scare in this game. Just walking along and BAM! Monsters. But we can go into this room that they burst out of, and there's something waiting for us in here. And once again, stationary enemies are just the most dangerous thing in the game. But we handled them quite well. Now in here, we get the Flame Sword, the most powerful sword in the game, like it is in all video games that have it. So let's just equip that Flame Sword and we will be hitting things quite hard now. Top ourselves off. And this is a little safe area to do this. Just a heads up, don't save in front of that treasure chest, because when the game reloads, the enemies will spawn there, and that would be bad. Alright. Save over that file. Floor 20. We're getting there. But yeah, we're hitting for some pretty fierce damage figures right now. But this is as strong as we can get in East Book 1 and 2 outside of leveling now. Or East 1, rather, not the entirety of the game. Once we get to East 2, we'll get a whole bevy of new equipment that we can get. Hey, another mirror floor. I guess this is time for another mirror maze. Hopefully this one won't be quite as confusing as the one from before. But with all this battle equipment and the Flame Sword, we're actually defeating these guys pretty easily. And I am going to want to gain a couple levels because we do have a boss coming up who is probably the toughest boss in East 1 by a pretty wide margin. And that just warps us back. Yeah, the mirror mazes can get pretty confusing because there just is no indication of where a mirror will take you. So you just gotta trial and error until you find the right path. And that'll just take us out of here. Oh geez, those guys hit hard. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to equip the armor ring for this floor. Like I said, our defense is about as good as it can get right now outside of leveling, so we want to be very careful. And I can live with just keeping the armor ring on. Don't need to defeat these guys too quickly. Alright, now if I remember... Yeah, real nasty trick right there. This is one of the rooms where it's a good idea to equip the timer ring before heading in so you don't get ambushed right there. And this is actually the door to the boss, so we made it through that mirror maze pretty quickly. There aren't any items that we need to collect in this one, but like I said, this boss is pretty tough, so we're just gonna quickly grind out a level or two. I think I'll grind out 2. But yeah, we're actually closing in on the end of our journey. We've got 5 of the 6 books of East, and we actually have a way to read them now without the help of Jeva. Just wonder what will happen when we get them all together. It's been said that they have a special power that only works when they are all together. Or at least that seems to be what we're being told. And yeah, this is a really good grinding spot right here, because as you can see, these guys give tons of experience, they're real easy to kill, and they just keep constantly respawning whenever you go from left to right in the hall. Normally, if I was ever doing any extended grinding, I would cut it out, but this is just so quick, I mean, and it's easy to see the method here. Just walk back and forth through the hallway, they keep respawning, you take them out. And this should have us in good standings for the boss fight once we get that last level up. Alright, a few more and we should hit 9,000 experience. I will note though that once we get to East 2, the grinding in that game actually is pretty long-winded, so I will be cutting out most of that because it takes quite a while. Alright, now let's check out our stats. I never really showed off the status screen. You can see your level, your strength, your defense, all that good stuff here. You might have also noticed we maxed out our gold counter, 65,535. Can't get any more than that. Can't wait until we get to spend all that. But yeah, now that we've maxed that out, I'll save the game real quick. Alright, let's go on. And here he comes. Now this boss, really, jeez, that was terrible. But here's the gimmick of this boss. 2 heads. They have those rotating satellites around them. The only one that you can hurt is the red one. Purple one, you just phase right through them. So you have to walk through the satellite, and your timing has to be really good. It's pretty hard to get in and get out without getting hit. And that's why I leveled up, because this guy is just really difficult. However, unlike every other boss in the game, this fight actually gets easier the farther you get through it. As you can see, he lost one of his satellites, lost another one. We'll lose another one on this hit, and now we just basically walk into him. Bam, dead. It's decently challenging if you're 1 less level than I was, and practically impossible any lower than that. I just decided to make it as easy as possible because, frankly, I'm tired of dying to all these bosses. It's quite embarrassing. And once that guy is defeated, we have this very long, very tall staircase that takes us just straight to the top, so no more floors that we have to go through. And the final boss is right beyond this door. Alright, let's go, guys. What? What? And the game doesn't tell us any more than that. It's just if we try to open the door, we become half dead. Now, how are we going to get around this? We do have the blue necklace, and that was said to protect us from evil, but you put that on, that doesn't cut it. Put that on in the evil ring, that doesn't cut it. We just seem to be missing something. And, actually, yes, we are missing something. As a matter of fact, as soon as you get to this door, way back on floor 11, Looted Gemma suddenly has an item for you. So we basically just have to walk back through half the tower. Now obviously that's not very fun to watch, so what I'm going to do is set the speed to fast, and we'll just speed through this. And I might put a relaxing music track over it. Let's see. Ow. But yeah, let's just heal up real quick. Man, that's annoying. I can't believe that. Alright, and, well, let's hear some relaxing tunes. And we have made it back to floor 11, where Looted Gemma waits for us. Now you may be wondering, well, how the heck are you supposed to know to come to him? Well, you have to backtrack anyways, but if you stop and talk to Rasta on the way, he will tell you that Luda has something for us. So let's give him a quick chat. Aha! I called it.
My father has told me of our land's legend. He said that the key to defeating the demons lies in the Books of East. There are many mysteries left to unfold, but the books can be your guide. This is a charm that has been handed down from our ancestors of long ago. Take it with you. It will help you break the evil curse of dark fact.
And with that, we get the blue amulet. This will allow us to break Dark Fact's curse and actually get into his room. Looks like Luda's hurt, though. Or at least that's what he tells us. I personally think he's just trying to cool his heels here and not have to do anything else. Now, he mentioned the Book of Gemma, and I don't actually know if you can come back to him as soon as you get that book. It's a bit less of a backtrack if you could. But you wouldn't actually know you'd have to come back for him, or even that you would need to talk to anyone after you've already left them until you hit that door and realize, well, I can't do anything else. May as well go back and talk to people and see what happens. And this is pretty much the only time where you actually have to go back to talk to someone. The only other time I can think of is when we gave the Eagle Idol to Rasta, but that was actually on the way, so yeah. Alright, so now that we've got that, I'm just going to continue speeding up until we get back to where we were. So, once again, cue the music. Alright, so after all that, we're finally back. We have the item that we need to go face Dark Fact. We've got all the silver equipment. I think we're ready to go. Absolutely don't forget to equip it. Remember, if you go into the fight with Dark Fact without the silver equipment, you cannot win. Better turn the game speed back down to slow so the things don't happen too fast for us to actually react to. Make one last save before we head on in. Alright, let's do it, guys.
I know you are searching for the secrets contained within the books, and you have done well so far. I am impressed by your daring ambition, but of course you are still defenseless against my superior powers. The name Dark Fact will be the scourge of all men to come. Oh, you are brave, but you are also a fool. You have no chance without the protection of the silver equipment. Knave, prepare to die!
And the final fight begins, but unfortunately Dark Fact seemed to miss his own fact check, as I do have the silver equipment, and with it we can hurt him. Now the fight with Dark Fact is very simple. He bounces around, those fireballs come in, they burst, they scatter. Alright, but let's do this. Now, whenever you manage to land a hit on Dark Fact, a part of the stage collapses. This limits your mobility throughout the stage, so be careful. Oh, geez. Yeah, you don't want to be too close to those when they burst, or else you take a ton of damage. As you can imagine, if you were on fast, this would be a lot harder to dodge. But yeah, we've got awesome boss music here. Ooh! Ah, got hit. But it's not too bad if you lose to Dark Fact. Now, now you noticed we had that cutscene, but thankfully, you restart the fight, you don't have to watch it again. And as long as you stay in the boss room, you do not have to see the cutscene again. Oop. Oh, geez, I am really bad about that today. Haha. It figures on the final boss I make a few mistakes. You know, it's funny, in my last playthrough, I died plenty of times to Dark Fact, but I never got hit just like as those shots converged. This is the first time I've ever actually fallen for that. Whoa, jeez. Oh my... Okay, yeah, I'm doing terrible right now, I apologize. So much for the epic final boss fight, huh? But hey, it happens. You talk things up, you're bound to choke a little. But otherwise, Dark Fact actually isn't too hard. In my last playthrough, I actually did beat him a level lower than what I am right now, so this is pretty bad that I'm losing here, but oh well. If I were one level higher, this fight would just be ridiculously easy. So I figured, don't grind out that last level, actually keep it a fair challenge, and yeah, it is. So I can't complain, because I repped what I sow, if that's even a proper way to use that phrase. Ooh, jeez, I am getting nailed with that constantly. I'm really sorry, guys, this is really bad. Oh well, I've gotten too far, so I can't really re-record at this point. But I have got the fight down at this point. Just weird, I never had that happen before, and it's happening to me constantly now. It just goes to figure, doesn't it? Ooh, damn. Oh, sorry. Oh. If I do lose enough, I'm eventually going to cut forward to the successful attempt. Alright, like I said, if I keep failing, I'm just going to cut ahead to the successful attempt. The big trouble that I'm having is I keep trying to chase Dark Fact down. You should really just let him come to you. Especially because it just makes it easier to dodge the shots. It's weird, though. I definitely know I was a level lower than this when I successfully did it, so it's weird that I'm having so much trouble. But, oh well. You just gotta be careful, be mindful of where those shots are going. Ooh. Oh, one more hit. Yes, got him! Sorry that took so long, guys. I didn't even really get to show off the boss music there. But we've beaten Ys 1. Upon defeating Dark Fact, we get some more HP back. No experience, though, sadly. And we find the last volume of the Book of Ys, the Volume of Fact. Now, Luda confirmed that the book's names relate to the ancestors of the people in Asteria. Perhaps Fact is also related to someone of importance in Ys. But remember, to read the books, we need to have our glasses equipped. And then, just go ahead and read them. There's Solomon Shrine again. We've seen that name before. But it looks like the prosperity of Ys just came to an abrupt end. Ah, so if you read the volume of Gemma, you'd know that Luda has the amulet. I don't know why I didn't remember this. This is the genuine hint to it. I guess that's my fault for not reading the books as we got them. And the final book, the Volume of Fact. Lift your land out of harm's reach? What could that possibly mean? Wait a second. We've got the 6 Books of Ys right now. I feel like we got another adventure on our hands.
All communication to Darm Tower has been cut off. What should we do to stop this rogue? His bravery presents an interesting challenge. Let's see how far this Adol character can go before we crush him. Very well then, sir.
Are you all right? Me? I am Lilia from Rand's village. I felt a cold shiver down my spine, and I felt compelled to come in this direction. Then I found you lying here on the ground, your body surrounded by a pure white light. This is the land of Ys. There are many goons patrolling this area. Quickly, let's go to my village before they find us.
And we have made it into the land of Ys. And you may notice a couple things are different about our HUD. Namely, we lost all our money. Yeah, in the transition to East 2, all that money you got, you don't get to keep any of it. But more interestingly than that, I guess you can't be too surprised by the first fact, but the second is we seem to have an MP gauge now. But we obviously don't have any MP, and we don't have any spells either. Wonder how that's gonna come up. In addition to our money, we've also lost all our equipment. And the ring option in our equipment menu has been replaced with magic. How puzzling. However, among all the stuff we had, we did at least get to keep the Books of Ys, so I guess that's one thing. But yes, we have made it to the land of Ys itself, and next time, we will explore further in Rance Village. Until next time, please, have a nice day, and I hope you enjoyed watching. See you then!